What is up? How's it going? Welcome, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. Guys, welcome to another Tuesday crypto live chat. Appreciate everybody who supports the channel. Thanks to any new subscribers. Thanks for hitting the likes on the way in. Always grateful. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. How's it going, everybody? How's everybody's Tuesdays? Ending out right here. I mean, I think on the east side, it's probably around like 5 o'clock or something like that, near the end of the workday for a lot of people around that time. And for those of you joining on the west side, what's up? It's a nice afternoon that we got out here. With all the crazy weather that we've been getting, it's nice to have some sunshine for a little bit, and it having a little bit of a semblance to some California weather. You know what I'm saying? Everything dumping but XRP and XDC. That's really nice to see. Yeah. I mean, once again, these two cryptos specifically, they do their own thing, but they didn't really move with the market necessarily when BTC was moving from the 17K to the 25K range. XRP and XDC were kind of lagging behind, so maybe now they're finally starting to catch up with the market, but giving us like a feeling as if they are doing their own thing, which they kind of do in a way. But if we start seeing XRP really like having some crazy number percentages and XDC having some crazy number percentages where it's past a 2x, past a 3x for a major cap crypto or a medium cap crypto, then we're going to, and like the rest of the market's really doing nothing, then we're going to be really thinking, okay, we might be actually going into a utility run, or these things are actually, drawing their own level of speculation. But it is really nice to be seeing them having some green compared to the rest of the market. If XRP can break past the 40 cent range while BTC is still maybe going sideways or going down, that's going to be a very, very nice sign. I mean, the charts were kind of indicating these moves to be happening in the short term. And once again, we still have a chance of this overall relief rally for the market to continue. And if it does, we're expecting about mid-March. There was some pretty bullish news that came out for XRP recently that could be drawing some hype towards it with, just a lot of people probably speculating that the Ripple SEC case could come to an end any day now, possibly this month. We also got the launch of ISO 20022, which we know XRP and XDC are pretty involved with. You have XLM being involved as well, and some other cryptos that are ISO 20022 compliant that we love to speculate on. We love the ISO 20022 compliant cryptos. But we'll jump into some more news as well. Let's catch up with the chat. But good to have RPM in the chat. What's up, man? Silver going below $20. Dude, yes. Yes, silver super undervalued at around the $20 range. Gold under $2,000 is undervalued as well, in my opinion. But yeah, silver, it's just ridiculous that you can get an ounce of silver under $20. That's pretty amazing. We got Legendary in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. We got a green giant amongst us guys. I've decided to put a lot into Rebus. Yeah, dude, hopefully you're catching Rebus at the bottom here, and then with the staking rewards that come with this type of Cosmos ecosystem project, I hope it can really, double up and stack up your rewards there, my man. Good luck. I feel like Rebus current price is at its bottom. Exactly, man. So if you're catching it at its bottom and you're staking, then the rewards can be tremendous right there. And that's the great thing about, specific staking cryptos, especially ones that have pretty high APY. If you're catching them at a bottom and you're staking and getting that high APY, then the rewards could be tremendous, and it'll be easier for you to, make your initial investment back and then get to a point where you can possibly be playing with the house money, right? That's really what will be like the awesome thing with staking, is you're just playing with the house money at that point, right? I have an example of that with Gala, right? At this point with Gala, I've made my initial investment back and then some, and now it's just playing, with the house money and just, racking up those staking rewards. And then if Gala has another bull cycle, or if there's another metaverse or play to earn bull cycle and speculation, then that could be, pretty profitable as well. But that's like one of the examples, right? Hedera Hashgraph with Saucer Swap, taking some of the profits off with Hedera was a good call at around the 10 cent range. Now we're down to the 6 cent range. Are we going to gamble a little bit here I mean, everything in crypto space is kind of a gamble. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor, not a pro trader. I'll never tell you what to do. Are we gonna wait for? Are we at the bottom here with H bar at 6 cents before the continuation of this possible continuation of this relief rally, or should we wait till it hits about 5 cents and then accumulate right there and then start staking it again and trying to increase those rewards? What's up, Darcy? Good to see you. We're going to 35K before the big wipeout. Okay. Hey, I like that. I like that, Darcy. I like seeing Darcy being, short-term bullish. That's nice. RPM, you're awesome, man. Thank you for your support. And thanks for, just bringing a lot of awareness about XDC, especially in my, into my world here. And, been stacking up those X cryptos, man. XRP, XLM, XDC for sure. The Trinity. We like Tezos as XTZ, we like Nano, XNO, we like XPX for Proxima X, and I'm sure there's a bunch of XEM for the new economy movement, XYM for Symbol. So there's a lot of X cryptos out there. I mean, TRX has actually been doing pretty well considering that it used to be at 2 cents forever, and now it looks like it's finding a floor possibly at the 6 cent range. SHX, Stronghold. We put up on our Twitter the top 3 000 cryptos that we like, and we're gonna put up a short about that later today as well. But of course, I'll tell you guys here on the live stream too, and you guys already know my favorite 3 000 type of cryptos that are out there, the ones that are significantly under a penny, and that you can probably get 1 million of if you have enough money for it. Of course, are SHX, Stronghold, Proxima X, XPX, and Aqua token, the liquidity management token for the Stellar ecosystem. I think Aqua is significantly undervalued, especially if Stellar were to make a really big run. Then that means it's gonna bring more users to the Stellar ecosystem and to the Stellar DEX specifically, and that could really drive some price movement for the Aqua token. So Aqua token is one we're going to be talking about a little bit more as well. Excited for Aqua for sure. And you get pretty damn good rewards when you're providing, liquidity with your Stellar and your Aqua to be earning some more Aqua rewards, especially at these low prices, you guys. You can get, a pretty good amount of Aqua. XRP Tiny Papa in the house. What's up, XRP Tiny Papa? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. We got Tim Shea in the house. What's up, Tim Shea? Good to see you. John Deaton gets shorter and shorter every time with Charles Gasparino, whatever his name is. John Deaton's an interesting guy. I understand from what I remember, he doesn't hold any XRP, which I think is pretty interesting. I understand he's doing it just so it seems like he has no bias in the matter, and he probably thinks he'll probably receive a ton of XRP for all the work that he's done sometime in the future. But he's a major ETH holder. He likes Ethereum a lot, and I think that's kind of strange, right? But at the end of the day, he's representing certain members of the XRP community out there, and he's doing some pretty good stuff of, calling out the hypocrisy of the SEC, whatever way he can. He's doing some good stuff to contribute to the XRP community there. Humte in the house. What's up, Blue Crew? How you doing, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, silver undervalued for sure. XRP Tiny Papa. What's up, dude? XRP Tiny Papa's got some zeroed out there. Charles Gasparito. What's up, Funky Fresh 707? Guys, if you haven't checked out Funky Fresh 707's YouTube channel, XRPville, I highly recommend it. He releases some really good information on his channel, and I try to check it out any chance that I can. At least hitting a like and leaving a comment. But those videos are relatively short and very informative for sure. And shout out to Funky Fresh for building up a really cool channel there. Also want to give a shout out to XRP Bags, Berserker, Uncle Buster, and Alex D Vlogs for the extra bullish hour. I just heard some stuff from episode 3 there. I hope I can one day join the extra bullish hour since it's earlier in the day. That works better with my schedule than the XRP boardroom one does that starts at 7 p.m. PST. I wish it was like 4 p.m. PST and then like 7 p.m. EST, because then I can actually jump in on those boardroom talks. But hopefully one day if I have a night available, and I'm not trying to stream on my own channel, I can join the XRP boardroom and hang out with those guys again. Miss those guys. How about Casino Coin? Casino Coin, I would throw it in there as a top 4 for sure for one of the 000 cryptos out there. Yeah, why not? We could throw CSC in there. I don't know if I'm as bullish on CSC as I am with Aqua, SHX, and XPX. But why not? Why not Casino Token in there? Thanks for the reminder there, Hunte. I wish I would have gotten into Gala. Have you heard about Base and how it's designed for projects to simultaneously adapt to its upgrade scaling solutions? Yeah, we've been talking about build on Base by Coinbase for a good bit here. Since the day it was announced. Yeah, it looks like, to me, it seems like a Band-Aid solution and a reaction for Coinbase to try to compete with Binance, for example, and try to take more customers away. And of course, draw a lot of developers, especially from the biggest, ecosystem for developers that's out there with Ethereum. It makes sense for what they're doing with Base. I'm interested to see if Base is going to eventually migrate towards other platforms, maybe perhaps Solana, as the next one that they would want to try to grab to, because I'm not sure if, we'll see what ends up happening with build on Base and, just overall with Ethereum in general. I know it's a very divisive project, but Ethereum could be very bullish. It's just, there's sketchy things in the background of the way consensus went about certain things. And, once again, the technology is real. It's a real boat out there, so it's probably worth speculating in nonetheless with Ethereum. Same thing with BTC, there's a real technology there, so it's probably worth speculating in. And once again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. And I'm always wrong. Been stacking XPX. I mean, dude, nobody's talking about XPX, and once again, this is like super early days for this platform and this crypto. And has very minimal liquidity at this point. You can only find it really on one exchange, and XX, even XX, the Elixir token has even more exchanges that it's listed on than XPX, and I'm bullish on both of those cryptos. But XPX, once we start getting, hopefully they can have like some, kind of some marketing or something to start, It seems like it's a project that they really want to keep under wraps and behind the curtain here. Nobody really paid attention to that CBDC tech sprint other than us from winter of last year, and hearing about Dragonfly FinTech as a blockchain company that's been around since 2014 and beating out, for end-to-end CBDC solutions, projects like Stellar, Ripple, and R3. I think it's definitely worth being on the radar here, and I think it's such early days. I don't know if I feel like we are at a bottom with XPX and Proxima X, right? And I think speculation will start to come back to it with more news possibly about Proxima X, or, you'll see the speculation of the price moving up as people start to understand more about this technology, and then maybe leading up to a big news event, right? Where it's like a, buy the rumors, sell the news type of thing. But yeah, it's super early days still with XPX, and I'm excited to see what happen, man. I mean, it's an ISO 20022 compliant crypto. It's a winner of a CBDC tech sprint that had BIS, Monetary Authority of Singapore, Bank of Indonesia, Bank of China, or People's Bank of China, Bank of England. I mean, you name it. They were on that panel and decided that, Dragonfly FinTech with their Proxima X solution, was the perfect, technology for end-to-end CBDC solutions. And I mean, take that as you will. It could be a poker face, for example, to make people not think that Ripple and Stellar and R3 aren't as legitimate. We had big news coming out from Stellar just recently about Stellar providing CBDC solutions for the Bank of Brazil, right? So that, the fact that they were even in that CBDC tech sprint and finalists show that they're actually providing CBDC end-to-end solutions. And sure, maybe Dragonfly FinTech was declared the winner, but that doesn't mean it maybe didn't, the Stellar, Ripple, and R3 didn't impress other banks that maybe want to collaborate with them, right? John Deaton will be XDC all in very soon. I'm tired of people saying XRP going to one. Dude, I'm with you. I'm with you, Darcy. I don't know if it's never going to happen, but I wouldn't say like I see a lot of and I'm a or not a victim, but I'm responsible sometimes for the hype, and I put hype titles. I try not to make it too hypey. I definitely do it for the shorts because shorts are just really hard to get views on. So you kind of have to put a little bit of a clickbait title with that type of stuff, right? And we have a very small channel here, very small community, and the YouTube algorithm just doesn't really like us, so we have to do certain things to try to get that. But it's not the main focus or anything. But what's it called? I wouldn't be somebody who's saying, "Oh, we're going to the moon," and like all the other clickbaity type of titles like XRP to 10K, XRP to 589, XRP to, and maybe I have said XRP to 589 in the past, and please forgive me, but I try not to make price predictions or super clickbaity title. I do try to entertain the possibilities of super high prices, but I don't I don't say this is your last chance to get a bag, right? I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities. Maybe it's your last chance to get a cheap bag, a very cheap bag of XRP. But I wouldn't say, oh man, this is it. Like before XRP goes to 589, this is your last chance to get a big bag and stuff like that. I don't really do those type of titles just because I truly don't believe it's the last chance. I think there continue to be chances to accumulate digital assets. And sure, maybe the price is going to be high in the future for some of these digital assets, and it won't be the same as before. But all in all, what I'm trying to say is like I'm not somebody who's going to try to put a ridiculous price prediction up on my videos to try to get views. And I probably should to try to just get 5,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, but I want it to be for organic reasons and like for us just being who we are in this community that we're building here. I mean, you guys can decide if I should do stuff like that. Would you guys want me to earn viewers that way by just making super clickbaity titles? Thanks, G. I like to see videos you create that expand more on those topics. Man, yeah, we haven't made a montage video in a long time, or you're right, like maybe doing reaction videos to certain topics. The BIS, guys, has posted up of banks' crypto asset exposure. This is massive because now we're seeing on like a BIS sponsored and created page of the number of banks that have been accumulating crypto assets. We are actually seeing digital assets being bought by real banks here, you guys, and they have the statistics now to prove it. We tweeted it out or retweeted it, but you can go to the Bank of International Settlements Twitter page as well to find that tweet. But now they have a specific page for bank exposure to crypto assets. Massive. And also, they posted up this thing called, they've been saying it's the final call for a chance to be part of a new payments committee that the BIS is creating. And I'm interested to see if, and they literally say like final call to submit, and it's talking about cross-border payments, right? Talking about new ways of doing payments. This is very interesting to be having all of this coming out at around this time. Yeah, I appreciate Tim Shade. No, the channel is great. Okay, great. The blue crew is cool. The bigger the channel, the worse the chat gets. That's very true. That's very true. I think I did say if we hit 5,000 subscribers or something like that, or what did I say when we'll stop giving blue wrenches out? I forgot if it was like when we hit a certain subscriber goal or when we hit a certain price for XRP. Yeah, XRP to the moon would get the most viewers without a doubt. Guys, by the way, thanks for the 20 viewers and the 10 likes. You guys are amazing, and thanks to any new subs to the channel. Always grateful. You guys know that. I smell a big fine to Goldman Sachs Bank. Okay. What went down? You want to elaborate a little bit more on that? Fire Gary Gensler. Hey, by the way, thank you, Gary, as well. Thanks for giving us more chances and these past couple of years to be accumulating some very, very cheap XRP. I am continuing to be more convinced as time goes by that XRP would have surpassed BTC market cap in that last bull cycle if it wasn't delisted from Coinbase and if there wasn't an SEC lawsuit against Ripple just before the bull cycle happened. Isn't that convenient? Just before the bull cycle of all these other cryptos started going off, right? They had to sue, SEC had to sue Ripple and Coinbase delisting XRP. And then now we have Coinbase in a major collaboration with Ethereum. It looks like they really, they're really threatened by Ripple and XRP and what it can do. That is for sure. There's definitely some shenanigans going on in the background there. And I wonder if the SEC, since they had some, collusion or whatever you want to call it with Consensus or, one of those Ethereum platforms, I wonder if they got something going on with Coinbase as well. But then you also had Brian Armstrong sitting front row and center at the Ripple Swell event. What the heck's going on, man? Screw these central banks, man. People want to say screw the SEC, but remember, this is all a show. Ripple and SEC both work for the central banks, so screw these central banks for trying to play crazy-ass mind games on us, man. Yeah, I could see. Yeah, some people are projecting the stock market to collapse very soon, and that could definitely bring more manipulation to precious metals and to the crypto markets, without a doubt. I mean, who knows? Time will tell, but it always seems like when XRP is about to pop off, some stupid thing, some global catalyst happens that ends up driving the crypto market prices down until they're ready, right? They're printing billions. We saw last Friday. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's insane. Wow, 10 viewers dropped out right away. We had 20 viewers, and then 10 of them just dropped out right away. It must have been manipulated viewers there. But anyways, appreciate the support. We also, once again, guys, so some of the major pieces of news that came out another one, Algorand, the MyAlgo wallet has been hacked and breached and causing loss of funds. This is huge. This necessarily isn't a poke at the Algorand technology. The Algorand technology, from what I understand, is fine and wasn't breached, but the third-party Algorand wallet provider was breached, causing a loss of funds of Algo, which has kind of driven the price of Algo down to about the low 20-cent range, which could be a great time to be accumulating, but it makes people unsure of where they can store their Algo, right? So yeah, it is sad to see that, a major third-party wallet provider for the Algorand ecosystem got hacked, and then thus causing FUD on Algo, the token itself, to go down in price, which could be a great time to be a tiger and hop on this opportunity. But once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader. I'll never tell you what to do. But that's from what I understand with this problem that happened. That it's not about the technology of Algorand. It's about what the technology of that third party provider. But this was basically the number one Algorand wallet that was out there. So if it got breached, it definitely brought a lot of FUD to the Algorand community. Holy crap, RPM, man. Thank you for what is it, 10 euros? Is that 10 euros, my man? Thank you so much for your support to the channel, dude. That's $11.84 in the US, man. And thank you so much for your support, as always. Always grateful. My dog pressed the super chat button, so I guess you best buy some crypto with this. Dude, you know what? I'll take that and buy some XDC, man. Any donation I get from you, I'll buy some XDC. 10 pounds sterling. Okay, there we go. Pounds. Appreciate you, man. I don't know why. I always feel like saying euros just because it looks like an E at the beginning of that thing. But what's up, Bry Guy? Good to see you, man. So yeah, for those who are just tuning in, and once again, thank you for hitting the like on the way in, guys. The YouTube algorithm really hates our channel. I think we just have too strong of a community here, and we're just on top of it. We got a den of tigers here. You ever gone over to the Sirius chain that XPX is running? I have gone over to. I have a Sirius wallet. What do you mean Sirius chain? I'm interested to see. Can you elaborate more on that, Legendary? I've heard about Sirius. The Sirius. I have my XPX on the Sirius wallet. Is the Sirius chain where you can stake your XPX from what I understand, you could stake your XPX tokens. I haven't found a way to stake them though, and I would love to, right? Because then I wouldn't have to like just be stacking up, throwing money towards XPX. I can just let the XPX work itself out over time, right? So if any of you know how to do that, that would be awesome. But so let me just highlight the news that we've gone over already for the people who are just coming in. Stellar providing CBDCs for the Central Bank of Brazil, or testing CBDCs out for the Central Bank of Brazil. My Algo wallet got breached and causing a loss of funds for certain members. But that, from what I understand, it wasn't about the Algorand technology there. So it could be some major FUD for Algo here. XRP is doing some pretty good things in the market, but we'll see if it's just trying to catch up with the move that BTC had from 17K to 25K, because it was a laggard, right? Or it could be hype leading up towards the ISO 2002 launch. BIS releasing crypto asset exposure page for banks. And guys, if you look at it, there's 10 banks in the US that have crypto asset exposure. Awesome. There's some in Europe, and from what I understand, Latin America as well. I didn't really get to check out the whole thing, but I retweeted it on my Twitter page, and you can also find it on the BIS, or Bank of International Settlements, Twitter page. I would highly recommend checking this out because I don't think anybody is talking about this in the crypto space. And it just seems like we always highlight things that seem very important to us, like CBDC tech sprints led by the BIS, right, and Monetary Authority of Singapore. And then, all the, XRPville knows what's up. They share a lot of stuff from the BIS and Bank of International Settlements as well. But, dude, BIS, right? The main regulation authority of these central banks is releasing a crypto asset exposure page. This is awesome. This is great to see. Another thing, they are creating a new payments committee, right? A new payments committee that, they're announcing last call, right? Last call to be part of this payments committee. I'm interested to see if Ripple's going to be part of that. I'm interested to see if Stellar or IBM is going to be part of that, or R3 or Dragonfly FinTech, right? These are things to keep our eyes out for. FUD is fake news. Yep. What's up, Bry Guy? Good to see you. Hashpack Wallet NFT update looks good. And once again, yeah, like I said, the MyAlgo wallet breach is just towards that third-party provider. It's not at all connected with the actual Algorand technology. So this could be a great time to be accumulating some Algo to be, while the FUD is strong, and then hopefully you can get back up to the mid 25 or even to the 30-cent range in the future and make some serious gains right there. Thanks for sharing the link right there to SeriousChain.io. Legendary, appreciate you, man. I'll have to take a look at that. I think I have checked it out, but I'll look at it a little bit more in depth just so I'm really familiar with it. Here, let me find the news for you guys really quick on that BIS thing, because I think this is huge that we have to talk about. So just give me a second to find it on my Twitter here. And I know you guys are having an uncomfortable angle right now, but I'm just trying to keep it, keep it cool here. Let me see. Okay, so yeah, the news with the Stellar is Stellar joins hands with the Mercado Brazil to develop CBDC for Central Bank of Brazil. So that's great. Joins hands with Mercado Brazil, so the Central Bank of Brazil CBDCs. And then, yeah, the BIS releasing explore the results of the latest Basel Committee monitoring report with the interactive Tableau dashboards that now also cover securitization, crypto asset exposures, and the impact of final Basel 3 or Basel 2, it says. Or Base 3, I'm not sure. But yeah, check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if you guys see your page there. But look at this. Look at this part right here. Number of banks reporting crypto assets. Do you see that right there? Number of banks, crypto exposures, BIS. Right there, you guys. 2 in the rest of the world, 4 in Europe, 10 in the Americas. Interesting, right? And as the quarter, look at the quarters of the custody. Ever since it hit 2023, you guys, we've been going, or ever since 2022, it looks like we've just been going up and up in terms of exposure, and it's showing Bitcoin having the most exposure, Ether being the second most right here, and then Bitcoin linked product, Ether linked product, and then look at this, a little bit of XRP, guys, in 2021 and Q2 of 2022 right there. Very intriguing. Why is XRP there? Why did he put I love it, dude. I love that they put XRP there. Gotta love that, guys. I hope you guys got to see me pointing at those screens there. That's huge. Let me see what else we got. Oh yeah, banks crypto exposures in Q4 of 2021 was significant right there, and then in Q2 of 2022 got a little less, but interesting to see. You know, nonetheless here, you guys, this is great stuff. And then let me show you one more piece of news here. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Final call. The closing date for nominations for the BIS Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure's new task force on cross-border payments, interoperability, and extension is the 10th of March. So the final call right here, you guys, for the CPMI task force nominations, 10th of March. Let me see if we get a little bit more details here. I hope you guys enjoy this info, by the way. Yeah, so the CPMI establishes a task force on cross-border payments, interoperability, and extension to contribute to the G20 cross-border payments program. The task force will work on the extension of access and operating hours of payment systems, as well as their interlinking across borders. I mean, it's hard not to get excited about this, you guys. CPMI invites nominations for the task force from banks, non-bank payment service providers, and market infrastructure providers that participate and plan to participate in the cross-border payments market, as well as industry associations. Right? So let's see if we got any, let's see what the key objectives of the G20 cross-border payments program are. Enhancing cross-border payments speed and transparency. Interoperability and extension of payment systems. The Financial Stability Board have organized and worked around three priority themes: interoperability, extension of payment systems, data exchange and messaging standards, ISO 20022, legal, regulatory, and supervisory frameworks. Exciting times, man. So inviting nominations. Let me see what else we got here. So yeah, the deadline is going to be March 10th for applying there. Let me see. Yeah, no, I got to look into this info a little bit more later, but it looks like private sector is involved, so possibly Ripple, right? Yeah, CPMI cross-border payments program. Exciting times, guys. Hopefully we get to see who's involved, man. That would be great. Let me see if they got any info here. Speeches, statistics, payments and clearing and settlement in various countries. Oh, man. Let me see. Publication, Green Book. No. I don't see anything here. But yeah, good stuff, guys. Good, really, really good news that was released today. And really excited for the future of, really excited for the future, you know, as we go along into 2023, 2024. Let me catch up with the chat again. Thank you guys so much for that little segue or, you know, sidestep there. What's up, 6079 Smith W? Isn't it weird that it seems like nothing has happened to Sam Bankman-Fried? Nothing's happened just yet, but they're probably just, you know, waiting for a right time to reveal a lot of information of a lot of, you know, other entities that were probably involved with the, you know, with FTX and some of its illegal schemes. But it is weird. It is weird because that shows how much corruption is still in the system that is going to probably be revealed sometime later, right? Because we've heard about Gary Gensler, you know, meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried as well. I have some extra stellar. You never know. Nice, man. Utah passes law recognizing decentralized autonomous organizations 7 million minutes or 7 minutes ago in news. Wow. Awesome. Signature Bank says stablecoins may benefit from Silvergate crash when a plan comes together. It's all theater with exactly. It's all theater with FTX and all these pillars that are falling. It's to show the problems with the crypto space and then to show who the good actors are eventually, right? We're starting, and it's, you know, it helps create a lot of FUD for the cryptos. Show all the criminals, show all the bad activity, show all the bad actors the need for regulation, right? For a regulatory framework, and then, you know, we get to see the benefits. But then by that time, it'll probably be too late for, you know, super early speculative investors. No, I mean, dude, you don't have to jump out 6079 Smith. That's a great question, man, and hopefully you can bring some more questions like that in the future. That's the type of thinking we need in this chat, man. That's a great question. It is strange. It is strange how all this show is happening and, you know, how this corruption just continues and continues, but we know it's leading up to something, right? Where they're showing how big the problem is, so then when the change happens, it's a massive change, right? And it looks all planned, right? There was a movie that once said every hero needs a villain, right? But the villain is also created within that. They create the villain so then they can, you know, also provide the hero, right? Create the problem and then provide the solution. Yeah, thanks for welcoming 6079 Smith W. And once again, guys, there will be a day where we're not giving out blue wrenches all the time, because we got to start making it a little bit more exclusive in the future, especially when the prices start going up in a big way. RPM, I appreciate your response. I guarantee nothing happens to him, kind of like how for 3 years that laptop was a hoax and then now it wasn't. Yeah. Are we allowed to talk ERC20 tokens here? Just kidding. What do you think about Jasmy? Yeah, we've talked about Jasmy in the past. I like Jasmy. I like the use case of, you know, it seems like it's tackling the supply chain use case. I like its connections with Sony. I like its connections with certain banks in Japan, and especially, you know, tech providers in Japan. But once again, I think I'm digging myself out of a hole basically with Jasmy. I bought when I was suggested to look into Jasmy, and, you know, got bullish on it at around a penny range. So at this point, I'm waiting for Jasmy to get back to the penny range, or, you know, back above, so I can make my money back, obviously. But once again, I'm just super hyper focused right now on just the ISO 20022 compliant cryptos, and ones that are super focused on payments in particular, because the number one use case for blockchain technology and the multi-trillion-dollar problem and use case is payments, right? So the cryptos that can do payments really well and at scale, the more users that onboard the system over time, those are going to be the ones that can, because any use case outside of payments, supply chain, insurance, trade finance, you name it, requires a payment initially. It requires a transaction to be made. Even smart contracts. Everything requires a payment and a transaction. So if it can't do the payments aspect well, good luck on doing that other use case very well at scale. But once again, it doesn't mean I'm bearish on Jasmy. I'm just speculating to a certain level and I'm not adding to it anymore. There's a lot of cryptos like that where I just get a bag and then I'm holding that bag long term and just seeing what happens. But I'm not adding more to the stack unless I get, some more bullish news that comes my way to increase that bag size and have a different goal for that bag size. But I'm super focused with the payments use case, especially now that we're actually launching, going to be launching the ISO 20022 standard this year, which is awesome. That doesn't mean they're going to be using DLT right away by any means, but now we're going to be hearing like reviews of using the ISO 20022 standard, right? There's going to be actual utility and review. And then, by 2025 or going into 2020 or 2030, we should be full on ISO 20022 messaging and, DLT, running a significant amount of settlement and payments while also using the ISO 20022 messaging system. Yeah, I mean, the climate agenda is huge, right? To me, I personally feel like humans are so small on the planet that Earth is just going to do what it wants to do. Um, and but they love to use fear. So if they tell you, oh man, be afraid of the weather and be afraid of this, and they probably know how to manipulate the weather to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, I think Earth is just going to do what it wants to do as well. Who knows if Earth was created by you know I don't want to get into some crazy talk and speculation on that, but I'm just saying, I definitely think there's going to be a hype cycle though for a greener focus, right, and climate friendly type of technologies. Yeah, a cartoon bear told me clear skies ahead. Did you hear the rumor of the connection with Jasmine and PlayStation? Yeah, yeah, that's what we were talking about with Sony. But PlayStation payments is, yeah, that's great for play. I mean, until like PlayStation payments is great, but at the end of the day, is the actual like at scale millions upon millions of users, right? And hell, maybe even billions of users in the future. And if a crypto is focused solely on payments first, it's going to do very well for a lot of other use cases. So if Jasmine is very focused on payments first and doing the payments thing well and mastering that and knowing that they can do really well with payments at scale when they have more users on their platform, then yeah, PlayStation payments is going to be great. I've started to not get as excited about, Disney partnerships and Sony partnerships or Toshiba or these tech, Google Cloud and all these other. I started to not get too excited about these types of partnerships because at the end of the day, the biggest use case is payments, and that's what banks are using. It's about the banks and their payments, mobile service providers or mobile payment providers, other payment type of providers that are out there, internet payments. Those are the type of payments that I'm focused on, like, because FTX totally, I learned from FTX. Alameda Research was everywhere. You would see them being connected with Google Cloud and connected to this, connected to that, and you would think, okay, yeah, they have so many partnerships, they're too big to fail, right? So that's why, if Jasmine is super focused on just the payments aspect use case first and mastering that and bringing on a lot of customers and that are, reviewing it and saying, yeah, Jasmine is tremendous for payments, then it can also be tremendous for supply chain. It could be tremendous for this, for that, PlayStation payments, you name it, right? Hell, dude, Tezos has a partnership with Ubisoft and creating digital, what they call their version of NFTs called digits, right? And that seems like a pretty big partnership because the gaming partnership is huge. Didn't we hear about Ultra being connected to Sony and all these different gaming platforms as well, UOS? Didn't we hear about Gala being connected to certain tech providers and stuff? So at the end of the day, these partnerships, they're great and all to drive speculation and earn a buck during the Wild West phase of crypto. But once we start getting, true adoption, are these things going to be able to hold up and scale, right? What's up, Mule Shoe? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Always appreciate the support. You're awesome. Yeah, exactly. Partnered with Theta, right? And, that can drive your crypto to a billion market cap or more. But to get to the trillions level, it's got to be very good with payments and super focused with that. UK government trade document. Nice. Thanks for sharing that, RPM. Shout out to you. And guys, if I'm not trying to bash on Jasmine. I'm just saying, I've speculated with it to a point, and I'm cool with the bag that I have. What I would like to see more coming out from the Jasmine camp eventually is them doing payments really, really well for, payment service providers, mobile money service providers, and so on and so forth, because then that means they could be really tackling and earn a very, very, be super undervalued where they can earn a super large market cap, right? Have that potential for, they already have so much potential because it's such a minor cap crypto to go to maybe a billion market cap, right? Which would be tremendous. Hell, even hundreds of millions of dollars for Jasmine would be tremendous. in terms of speculation that would come and could happen, right? But would like to see, it really trying to tackle the big kahuna, right? Trying to tackle that number one use case, all in all, for blockchain, which is payments. What happened with ABLT? Do you know anything about it? Dude, I actually, I'm cool with my ALBT bag as well. I heard some FUD about it. I'm not sure what happened, but I forgot what the FUD was about, but I heard some FUD about it recently. I don't know if anybody cares to elaborate on it or, let me know what it was or refresh my memory. But yeah, we haven't talked about ALBT or Alliance Block in a good while. Whew, definitely needed that water. My throat was starting to get dry. But anyways, guys, I think this is a good time to be wrapping it up here. We were going to try to go for the full hour here, but guys, thanks so much. Oh, ALBT is NXARA now. Oh, okay, so they had a rebrand. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about rebrands for blockchain projects, but because that's usually a sign that they're not getting enough users or enough developers. It's usually a sign of struggle, and by doing a rebrand, it's like a desperation attempt to try to gain more speculation so they can make some money to keep marketing and keep playing the game. Need to convert your tokens. Yeah, maybe it was a hack. Maybe it was a hack with ALBT. Yeah, I didn't like the rebrand for EGLD. I didn't like that at all. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'm always wrong. But anyways, guys, let me give you guys an overview of some of the news we went over in this video. If you guys decide to rewatch, we had a really good moment showing the screen of the news coming out from BIS about crypto asset exposure by banks. Now they have that as a web page that you can explore to see the levels of crypto asset exposure over quarters of 2021 and 2022. I'm interested to see the level of crypto asset exposure in Q1 of 2023. But that's great to see, man. It's, we're starting to, really see that the BIS is serious about using DLT technology and digital assets. This is great. And we saw, some exposure to XRP, right? That's good. We saw some exposure to XRP. We got to like that. Despite, the Ripple and SEC case and Coinbase delisting, right? XLM providing CBDCs for the Central Bank of Brazil, or, working on CBDCs for the Central Bank of Brazil. That's really good to hear. Algorand, my Algo wallet, a third-party wallet provider, got breached. I don't think that means anything negative towards Algorand, the technology, but something to keep an eye out for. But yeah, guys, that was some of the major news that we went over. Thank you guys so much for joining me again. Always grateful, and I'll see you guys very soon. And we got some more shorts releasing as well later today. But thank you guys so much for joining in. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you, BTC community, XRP community, DLT community, crypto communities, Blue Crew, and all the communities out there. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. I'll see you guys in the next one. We got the eye of the tiger. Much love. Adios.